welcome to your mindful messages with me, Malaysia. This reading is going to be for all 12 zodiac signs. I'm going to do really quick card pulls for each sign and give you guys your mindful message for the super flower blood moon in Sagittarius, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, May 26th on the East Coast in USA. So first of all, I'm sorry if you guys hear the fan in the back. It's really hot here in the South. It's really hot today, and the room that I'm in isn't as insulated as the rest of the house, so even with the AC on, it's still hot in this room. So I gotta bring out the fan. So sorry if that bothers y'all. Okay, so a little bit about, first, before I get into that, you guys know the drill. All my info, booking information, contact information can be found in the description box. Check out my SoundCloud for my music. Follow me on Instagram. I do weekly card pulls on there. And then I also do card pulls on my story from time to time, and those are free. So yeah, follow me on there for extra goodies. Sometimes I do rants and talks on my story as well. I'm gonna be posting more to YouTube in time. But right now I am just focusing on my website, the apothecary, and showing up to do these readings for you guys. So other than that, I'm taking my time, resting, spending time with myself, pampering myself, meditating. I'm in my robe today, taking it easy before I go to work later. So yeah, all right, let's get into the messages, the overall themes for this super moon. I pulled some oracle messages while meditating, and we have breathe, round and round, and yang. I thought these cards were so spot on. If you guys follow astrology at all, I'm not an astrologist. I don't claim myself to be a pro, but I do try to stay knowledgeable and up to date on what's going on, so that I can relay the information to you guys and just have more of an idea of what I might be going through and what themes are coming up in the collective. Pluto is retrograde right now. Saturn is retrograde. Mercury is about to go into retrograde a few days after this full moon. We're about to have an eclipse. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Right a month before the summer solstice, which is, a whole turn in the year. So give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, take a step back, make sure that you're reflecting on what's been happening in your life. A lot of karmic cycles, a lot to do with your belief systems, your patterns of behavior, what you allow yourself to accept, and realizing what you need to release. This super full moon in Sagittarius, usually with the full moon, you want to go outside and harness that energy and bask in that energy and charge your crystals, charge your tarot cards, charge your body, charge your herbs. You don't want to do that with this one. When there's a lunar eclipse, the moon is actually usually in a very tense place, because it's being overshadowed. It's being overshadowed by the sun. We can't see it. And that makes for a very tense luminary transit. So this full moon specifically has to do a lot with releasing, man, really releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, releasing the behavior systems, releasing bad habits, releasing beliefs that you have about yourself, the type of dialogue you carry with yourself, bad habits, all of that. People who are not in your highest good, situations, whatever. And it can be external, but for this luminary, I actually feel like it's more internal. It has more to do with you than with anyone else on the outside. It has to do with your own mental processes, the knowledge that you have about yourself and about your own life and about what you're trying to do. So yeah, with that being said, these cards are so spot on. Breathe, round and round, yang. So yeah, take the time out to sit with yourself. Take the time out to sit with yourself and really breathe through everything that's coming up. Maybe you've been feeling frustrated, or you've been in a mood, or maybe things have just been a lot for you. Maybe a lot has been coming up for you and a lot has been coming your way. Take the time out to just breathe. Give yourself some space to reflect and to accept what is coming up and decide what you're going to do about it. I love that round and round came up because it's just so spot on with Saturn being in retrograde. Like, this is like the perfect time to break karmic cycles. Any patterns that are coming up right now are coming up to see if you learned the lesson. Did you learn the lesson? Did you learn from the 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times it happened before? Or are you just repeating the same cycles with different people, different faces, or in a different place? Really pay attention to the thoughts that you have and that you've been practicing for years maybe, that really do not serve a higher purpose for you, for your life. It's not good for you. Like, you need to cut it out. Really pay attention to the cycles in your life and the karma in your life, the patterns. And I love that yang came up because I feel like Sagittarius is such a yang sign. Sagittarius are so like willing to explore, adventurous, like not to conquer, but to figure out, to know. They're so curious, right? Like, so it's to go and discover. That's like part of it. And they're so knowledgeable. They're very, very philosophical, very knowledgeable. And I love that in this card, yang is releasing this energy. Because that's what it's about, releasing. And then bottom of the deck, we have regeneration. So like the message is just so spot on. You know what I mean? Like, sit, introspect, reflect, breathe through it. Breathe through the hard emotions. Breathe through the hard thoughts. It's uncomfortable when you have to change habits, when you have to change behaviors, when you have to change beliefs. Because especially when these things have been perpetuated for years, you know what I mean? It takes 21 days to break a habit. Like, it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be hard. That's why you need to give yourself the space, the silence, the grace, the compassion, the quiet to go through it and to breathe through it and be that anchor and that safe space for yourself. Because life is changing, man. Regeneration, dying to be reborn. Okay, healing, true transformation here. You gotta be willing to show up and do the work though. All right, we're just gonna go straight through and I'm gonna timestamp it. So I'm gonna pull an oracle card for each sign, and then I'm gonna clarify with tarot for any other messages. Again, we're gonna go really fast, or as fast as I can, because I am gonna go through all 12 signs. Let me know how this resonates with you in the comments below. If you want to book a personal reading, again, link is in the description box. Email me if you want a live reading. I take live readings on a case-by-case basis, and the pricing is also different for that. So feel free to message me if you feel like you need one during this time. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly, what do Aries need to know and release during this full moon eclipse? Please show me clearly what Aries needs to know. I'm jumping out. One more. Please show me what Aries needs to know. A change in the wind. Yeah, I think you guys have been going one way And maybe you guys have been very determined and willing to go straight with a goal and or a project. I just heard you've been going in a specific direction, and now the winds are changing for you. They're telling you that there might be a better way. There might be a new way. There might be something coming your way that you didn't plan for or you didn't expect. You know what I mean? I feel like it's almost like I'm seeing a lot of clouds and the wind, obviously, so a lot of air. I feel like some new information is coming in. Maybe with like sitting with yourself, this new information comes in and you're like sitting with it and you're realizing, oh, that changes things. So now you're reworking your whole plan, your whole mission. Maybe something came in and just really ignited you. And now you're feeling like really driven to try something else, and it's scary, or it's not something you anticipated. It's not something that you planned for. Or something is finalized now for you guys. Something is really closing out, and I think that you guys are doing your best to just accept it and allow the wind to take you. Please clarify a change in the wind for Aries. Please clarify a change in the wind for Aries. Oops. With the zebra, I also heard like a zebra can't change its stripes. Right? It can't. But you gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to change. You can't be fighting this change now. Some of you are fighting it. That's what I just heard. That's what I felt by looking at the zebra. Some of y'all might be fighting this change, and you have to go with it. Just surrender and go with it. Yeah. Yeah. Clarified by the Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands in reverse. Whatever direction you were going in, whatever you guys were embarking on, whatever you were moving forward with, it wasn't stable. It wasn't stable, and it wasn't bringing you true happiness and fulfillment anymore. Or, it just wasn't stable. That's what I'm hearing. It wasn't a solid foundation, and it hurts right now, or it's triggering a lot of pain for you that you're feeling this call towards something else, or that like you have to release what was and change course. But it's for your highest good. Ace of Wands. It's going to bring in inspiration, vitality, new life, new opportunity, creative energy. It might bring in new love. For some of you, this is about love. Releasing something old that wasn't stable with a partner, a person, a relationship, whatever it was, releasing it and allowing yourself to feel that pain. Maybe some of you were betrayed. Maybe you thought it was something stable, and then you actually got hurt, got backstabbed. But understand that like new life, new vitality, new love is coming for you. It could just be a new sexual encounter, a new creative venture. You might be focusing, I just heard this. Focus your pain towards your creative endeavors. Okay, Aries? Focus all that pain in creating something beautiful. Like, create something beautiful from this pain. It's possible. It is so possible. You're so capable. Don't allow yourself to wallow too much in what was and what it could have been, because fortune is on your side. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. It might not seem like things are working out for you right now, but they are. You just gotta trust and surrender to the process and allow it to direct you. Okay, so Aries, that's what I have for you. We are moving on to Taurus. We are moving on to Taurus. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What do Taurus placements, Taurus signs? What do Taurus signs need to know for the highest good and the highest good of all during this full lunar eclipse? in Sagittarius? What do Tauruses need to release during this time? Please show me clearly. What do Tauruses need to release during this time? What do Tauruses need to know during this full moon, this full lunar eclipse, for their highest good? Chop wood. Some of you guys, it came out in reverse. I don't always read reversals with this deck, but for this pull specifically, and you guys, I feel like it is important. Some of you guys might be feeling bored, or like life is kind of like monotonous or mundane, or I even heard lazy. And we know that Tauruses like to take their time, and they like comfort, and you know, they're great at chilling and pampering themselves and eating good, and we all know that. But too much of anything is a bad thing. It's perfectly fine to indulge, but don't overindulge to the point where you like slack on your daily responsibilities, and to the point where like you're hiding from your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's perfectly fine to take a break and chill and all that. It's okay to look for meaning elsewhere from time to time, but really enlightenment is found in the day-to-day things that we do, in the smallest of ways. Like, if you can find peace in doing the dishes, if you can find enlightenment and joy and peace and gratitude and true, like, just true peace, just true beingness in your day-to-day activities, brushing your teeth, cleaning the house, getting ready for work, taking a walk. Like, it's the small things, guys. And if you guys have been like waiting for this big thing to fall from the sky and tell you or show you, like, finally, like, I'm enlightened now, I'm actualized now, that's the wrong way to go about it. Make sure that you're showing up to your daily things, okay? Taking care of your health, taking care of the space that you live in. And you can still take your time, all right, Tauruses? You don't have to like rush through it or anything. You can still take your time, but make sure that you're showing up and you are getting things done in a consistent, practical way, and allowing yourself to just really surrender to the activity. Like, make washing dishes a meditation. Truly, make it a meditation, because it's possible. Please clarify chop wood for Tauruses, please. Please clarify chop wood. Yeah. You guys might have been like slacking from your daily activities and responsibilities and stuff, and even like your meditative practice, because of a partnership that's been difficult. This could be romantic, friendly, or familial. Maybe it didn't come to fruition as you had hoped. I kind of feel like you've been waiting on someone, because we have Two of Cups in reverse. We've got the King of Pentacles here, which is you, and then we have the Moon. So something isn't what you thought it was here. Like, there's some illusion here. And the way this is set up, like, the King is looking away. Let me see if I can do it so that you guys can see it. I think it would be this way. Yeah. So, no, it's this way. It's this way. Sorry. So the King is like looking away from this couple and is looking towards the Moon. And he's just like sitting on his throne, kind of like waiting. Like, I don't know why I keep getting this. I keep hearing waiting. Like, you guys are waiting for something. And okay, I think you guys are waiting for something to make sense regarding like a connection. And maybe you guys have like taken a step back to like just kind of be in your own energy because it's been too stressful or it's been upsetting you. For some reason, I felt something in my stomach. So like maybe it's something that's been making your stomach hurt because it's just really uncomfortable for you. And that's fine. Be in your own energy. Yes, that's ideal for you right now. I do see like stability and abundance coming in, and like just being really grounded and firm in your own energy and who you know you are. But at the same time, like, I feel like there's a lot of confusion and a lot of illusion around the situation, and like you're not truly seeing it for what it is yet. And I think that you know that. I think that it's got you confused and you don't like being confused. Tauruses are very matter of fact and like practical, very like to the point, not insensitive, but like to the point, simple, you know what I mean, with the way you guys communicate, no fluff. And the thing is like, okay, yeah, take space and take time for yourself, but focus on you too. Like, don't just like sit idly and wait for something to fall from the sky. Like, continue on with your life, continue on with your responsibilities, and lean into your intuition. Okay, you might be confused about something and you're not sure how to go about it, but listen to your gut. Stomach, again, listen to your gut, okay? It's gonna tell you what you need to do, and keep showing up to your daily activities. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. Keep showing up to your daily activities and just find quiet, peace, and contentment in what you have to do. And if anything, that's when enlightenment will come and understanding will come, okay? That's what I have for you, Tauruses. Now we're moving on to Gemini. Geminis. It is your season right now. I am a sidereal double Gemini. So in tropical, I'm a Cancer sun, Cancer moon. And then I have a stellium because my Mercury is also in Cancer. But in sidereal, I am a Gemini sun, Gemini moon. So I also have like major Gemini placements in my tropical chart. So I identify with Gemini placements a lot. This is you guys' season. I hope y'all are having fun, and I hope y'all are outside and being responsible. Spirit, please show me what Geminis need to know during this lunar eclipse for their highest good. What do they need to release? What do they need to know? Are you guys looking for reasons to be unhappy? We got happy in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you guys are embodying happiness and like allowing yourself to fall into it more and find more reasons to be happy and find more reasons to be joyful and celebrate yourself, celebrate life. But for others of you, I feel like you actually do have a lot to be happy about, but you might not be truly allowing yourself to embrace it for some reason. I don't know why. There's peace at the bottom of the deck here, so maybe you guys need to like cultivate more peace within yourself and more gratitude. There's actually a lot here for you if you would just get out of your own way. Please clarify happy, please. Oh wow, 3 cards came out exactly. Okay. Page of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse. What do we have? 9 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I think there was an opportunity for emotional fulfillment and love here, and you guys cut it out. Or like self-sabotaged it in some type of way. This is you guys. Page of Swords. Why are you showing up as the page? And then the Empress in reverse? Come on, guys. Come on. Geminis, you might have self-sabotaged something that is actually like really good for you. It was something that you wished for, and maybe it took time to come in. But I also feel like you have something that you asked for available to you and you're not paying attention to it. Either that, or because there was some type of like disruption or upset within your relationship or your home life, you just decided to like walk away, cut it out, not pay it any more attention. And I kind of see like in doing that, no, it's very apparent, it's not kind of, in doing that, it's like you guys are looking away and not embodying your abundance. Sorry, I always forget that the camera's flipped, so like it's the other way that I have to move the cards for you guys. Like, this is you, this is how it's sitting for me when I'm reading it. Like, you guys are looking away from all of this. And like, the way I'm reading these and what I feel is like, you guys aren't willing to nurture what it is that you really want. Maybe because you don't feel prepared yet, you still feel like you're learning how to do so, and that's fine, but you gotta show up. You gotta be showing up and willing to put in the work and willing to learn, not looking the other way and like blindly swinging your sword. What's that gonna do? You guys got the Empress in reverse here, so you're choosing not to nurture something, not to, the Empress in reverse can also be kind of shallow. You're like, I don't know, I just keep hearing like not putting in the work, not paying attention to all the reasons that you do have to be happy and emotionally fulfilled and abundant. And there's a lot of it here for you. Like, there's a lot of opportunity right in the present moment. And I think you guys are hopefully realizing how you've been self-sabotaging, and that you actually have a lot of happiness, a lot of peace, a lot of abundance, a lot of love, a lot of warmth around you, but like you need to allow yourself to embrace it. You know, instead of like holding your sword and like thinking you gotta like swipe everything that comes at you, hold on, practice discernment. All right, Geminis? Cancers. My Cancers, I love y'all so much. I'm a Cancer myself. I'm a double Cancer, and I have a Cancer stellium. So let's see. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What do Cancers need to know during this lunar eclipse in Sag? What do Cancers need to release for their highest good? Please show me clearly. What do Cancers need to know and release during this lunar eclipse? Okay. You got regeneration, Cancer. I love this for us. I really, really do. Healing, transformation, really shedding. That's what I heard. Shedding old leaves. Shedding what's dead so that new life can bloom in its place. And in doing that, you have to allow yourself to release and then lean towards the light. Like, if you look closer at this card, there's all this like death and decay down here, but the plant is starting to bloom new life, even though the branches are bare, mostly bare. And there's all this light, this white light streaming down from this corner and trickling over the plant, and it's leaning towards it. So as you guys are shedding your skin, as you guys are releasing what no longer serves you, make sure that you're replacing it with what you want. Make sure that you're releasing the old, but then filling that empty space up with love, with light, with grace, with compassion, with peace, with acceptance, with integrity, with capability, authenticity. Okay? Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please clarify regeneration for Cancers during this lunar eclipse. Please show me clearly what Cancers need to know. about regeneration. Why is regeneration here for Cancers? Why is regeneration here? Too many. Why is regeneration here for Cancers? Please show me clearly. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly why regeneration is here for Cancers. We have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Lovers in reverse. You guys are cutting out all your karmic patterns. That's why regeneration is here. You guys are cutting out temptation. You're realizing, Cancers are really realizing what their bad habits are. Cancers are really starting to like boss up and really like take accountability for their own demons, their vices, their own bad behaviors, their negative thought patterns, like their karma, and how it's affected their sense of self, how they perceive themselves, and therefore how they show up in their relationships with other people. I think Cancers, you guys are really starting to realize how your own karmic, your own karma has impacted how you view the world. And I think you guys are finally like putting yourself in the position to look at it fairly. Like, this is what it looks like for me. Really being fair, just, being honest with yourselves. If you aren't, make sure that you are being honest with yourself. Seeing your shit. Seeing your shit for exactly what it is. Not sugarcoating it. Not allowing yourself to be tempted by it. Rising above. The Queen of Swords knows how to rise above. But like, these are the major cards that are being pulled for you. So like, really seeing and releasing how your own demons has affected your love life, your most intimate connections, and how you view yourself. Because the Lovers isn't just about, like, yes, it's about twin flame energy, love energy, like divine love, soulmate connections, yes, but it's also about that mirror, right? It's also about like how you view yourself is what you see in others. What you don't like in yourself, it's so easy to see in the other person. And with it being in reverse, it means that you're not seeing clearly. And so there are upsets in your connections and relationships or with your partner. And I do see that you guys are showing up to do the work. It might be slow, but honestly, with this reading, I don't even feel like it's slow because the Queen of Swords is here. And with this being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like if anything, it's just gradual. That's what I'm getting. Not that it's slow, but that it's gradual. So that you guys can show up and be fair with yourself and other people. So keep doing the work, Cancer. Do not fall into temptation during this eclipse and this Mercury retrograde. Stay true. Keep your integrity. Keep your genuinity. The Queen of Swords does not accept what she does not deserve. She does not accept less than what she wants, what she deserves. She's honest. She gets the job done. She's logical, head over heart, but still fair and caring. So Cancers, that's how you guys are being called to show up during this full moon and this time period. You guys are healing, man. You guys are really healing, and I'm so proud of you guys. Keep showing up and doing the work, okay? We're going to move on to Leo. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly what Leo needs to know for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Please show me what Leos need to release and what they need to know during this lunar eclipse for their highest good and the highest good of all. What do Leos need to know and release during this lunar eclipse in Sag? Oh, this wanted to pop out. One of the main theme cards, round and round. Y'all are being really asked to look at your karma right now. Saturn in retrograde. And we have a change in the wind at the bottom of the deck again. This came up for Cancers too. I don't know if I spoke on that, but and for Aries. It also came up for Aries. So Leos, round and round. Start paying attention to cycles in your life, patterns in your life. You know, how you're treated by other people, how a friend continues to treat you, what you continue to put yourself in and involve yourself in. The thoughts that you think, the beliefs that you have, that you've held on for so long, and see where it's gotten you and how it's worked for you. Things could also be going on in your life right now that feel similar to something that happened in the past. You're being asked to look back at it at this time so that you can understand why it's happening again and why it's coming up again, so that you can change. Because I do see that you're being pulled and pushed into a new direction, but first you have to acknowledge where things, your karma. You have to acknowledge your karma first. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please tell me why round and round is here for Leos. Why is round and round here for Leos during this lunar eclipse in Sagittarius? Too many cards. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. Why is round and round here for Leo? Why is round and round here for Leo? Please show me clearly. All right. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The World in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Some of you Leos, okay, and we joke about Leos all the time being like self-centered and needing to be like in the spotlight and always have people's attention, but actually though, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Why do you not know how to work with other people? Why do you not know how to ask for help? Why do you not know how to accept help? Why do you not know how to offer help? And I feel like I gotta speak to y'all like this. I don't know why. I feel like I'm scolding y'all, low key. You guys are, okay. There is a major karmic cycle trying to close out for y'all here. The World is all about like the end of a lesson, the end of a particular journey, the end of something. But it's in reverse here, which means that you're close to closing out this chapter, close to ending out this cycle, but you're not quite there yet because there's something that you're not getting. There's a crucial piece of knowledge, something that you really need to recognize and accept that you're just not getting yet. And that's why you're still in this cycle and still in this pattern. And it's going to keep repeating itself over and over again until you get it. So use this time to really introspect and figure it out. Because Four of Cups upright is about not wanting to receive what's being offered to you, or thinking that you're above it, you don't deserve that, you don't want it. Almost like biting the hand that feeds you too. And in reverse, it's like, okay, now you recognize that, but you're still not sure how to go about accepting it. Now you're like, oh, that opportunity, like that was actually an opportunity for me and I missed it. Or I could have had what I wanted, but I missed it because I was too prideful. I was too in my ego to see it for what it was and actually accept it. Because Three of Pentacles upright, you got it in reverse, but upright, it's about everyone having, people being different, having different specialties, different things that they are professionals with, and coming together to get a job done that's going to benefit everyone. But everyone has a different part to play because it plays on the strengths of everybody. Someone might be the artist, the other person is the architect, the other person knows how to build it. You get what I'm saying? So one person designs it, one knows how to build it, the other one knows how to make it look pretty. But if you don't know how to work with people and play on their strengths in reverse, which is how you got it, you don't know how to do that, or you're not allowing it to happen, or you're not showing up, or people are coming to you and you're denying them. But now you're realizing where you denied them. In reverse, I'm sorry. You're realizing that now. So you got to do something about it. Hanged Man in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Now you're realizing it. Now you know what you need to do. You got to actually follow through, though. And Leos are pretty good at that. So I have faith in you guys. I have faith in you guys. And I think that that's the change that's here. And that's also the pattern, right? Not accepting help, thinking that you can do it all on your own, being very prideful and egotistical in what is being offered to you, instead of like being gracious and like, oh, okay. Moving on to Virgo. I love my Virgos. Well, I love Virgos. I appreciate y'all. I have had such like intimate, close relationships with so many Virgos. And I feel like I could write a book on y'all. Yeah, spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly, what do Virgos need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse? Please show me clearly. Please show me clearly. What do Virgos need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this full lunar eclipse in Sag? We have come to the edge. Don't be afraid, Virgos. Don't be afraid. Bottom of the deck, we have Between Worlds in reverse. Oh, my Virgos. Don't be afraid, babies. Life might be like, it might feel like life is pulling the rug out of, sorry, I can't talk. It might feel like life is pulling the rug out from under your feet right now. And I feel like you guys are in a state of transition, and it might feel really hard. It might feel really difficult. It might be really scary because you're moving into uncharted waters. You've never been here before. I really feel like Virgos are doing like so much work within themselves right now, and starting to really recognize how like powerful they are, how creative they are, how loving they really are, how they want to be loved, how they want to feel vulnerable and be able to be that way and be intimate and really tap into their passion. Because Come to the Edge is my passion card. Like, it's about allowing yourself to be on that brink, right? To really come to the edge and allow the wind to just whisk you, and look at all the rose petals coming in, and she's dancing, and like, it's almost like the Fool card. It's almost like the Fool card. Like, don't be afraid of your passion, Virgos. Don't be afraid of the things that you want the most. Live it loudly. Put it on your chest. Say it with your whole chest and your whole being. Really be that. Really embody that, and the universe is going to work in your favor. You guys are in a state of transition right now. Be easy on yourself. Be gentle. Virgos like to have like a list of things that they need to get done every day, and a lot of times like they can be hard on themselves when they don't get it all done, and like things have to be very like meticulously planned from a lot of them, and they're very hard on themselves, and it's just like, don't do that right now. If you're transitioning, you need to be gentle with yourself. You need to be allowing yourself to relax, allowing yourself to take it easy, allowing yourself to just take it one thing at a time. Prioritize what needs to be done today. Everything else can be done another time, okay? Don't stress yourself out about it. I'm really excited about this Come to the Edge card, though. I feel like you guys are really starting to activate what lights you up, and letting your hair down. That's what I just heard and saw. Virgos, let your hair down. Have fun. Flip your hair in the wind. Go dancing. Do what lights you up to help you while you're going through this transitionary time and space in your life. Spirit, why is Come to the Edge here for Virgos? Please tell me and show me clearly. Why has Come to the Edge here for my Virgos? Oh. Why is come to the edge here for my Virgos? Please show me clearly. Okay, Virgos. King of Cups in reverse. The Moon in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Virgos, you guys are seeing clearly now. I think you guys are really starting to see clearly. And this can be you or someone in your life. My first instinct was that it was someone in your life, but then I got the download that for some of you, it is you. Recognizing where you've been resentful. Recognizing where you've been brooding over something that has to do with the heart, that has to do with your emotions, your feelings. I feel like someone hurt your feelings, or someone was like emotionally manipulative to you, or you've been emotionally manipulative to yourself or to somebody else, and you're seeing it clearly now. The Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse means all illusion is gone, and now you're seeing it for what it is. You're seeing it clearly. And now we have the Empress in reverse. You're seeing clearly where you haven't been nurturing yourself, where you haven't been tending to your own crop. That's what I just heard. Where you've been paying attention to this over here instead of paying attention to yourself and your own garden and what you're trying to grow. We have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, with the Eight of Cups in reverse underneath and the star underneath that. And then the Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Virgos, you're in a state of transition and healing because you walked away from something that was not emotionally fulfilling anymore. Either it was very hard for you to do, but either you had to do it or it was taken from you. And it's showing you where someone might have been playing with your emotions, or someone was like very insecure within themselves. Someone here didn't know how to deal with their own emotions. They didn't know how to talk about it, whatever. They harbored all those feelings, and they were emotionally manipulative to you, or like they hurt your feelings, whatever. It wasn't this loving, grounded, loving and affectionate thing that you thought it was. And you're seeing it clearly for what it is now. And you're seeing how, in focusing on that so much, you kind of neglected yourself and the things that you were growing for yourself. And you're realizing that, and you're not doing that anymore. And as soon as you realize that and you allow yourself to heal and really like start cultivating and like investing in yourself and what you're trying to grow again, love is going to come in for you. New love. And if it's not new love, this could be like forgiveness. This can be reconciliation. But you got to heal first and redirect back to yourself. Come to the edge and focus on who you are. You're the Empress. You're the Empress of your life, okay? Doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. Virgos are also represented by the divine feminine, right? A feminine virgin, an angel. Like, follow your passion, come to the edge, and allow that to be the fuel for what you're growing. You guys are in a state of transition right now, and like you guys, Virgos love to help other people, and now it's about learning how to be that for yourself, okay? Moving on to Libra. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly, what do Libras need to know for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse in Sag? Please show me clearly, what do Libras need to know, and what do they need to release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse? This is so like spot on for Libras. I feel like all that glitters ain't gold. It ain't. Be very careful, Libras. Just because it's shiny and it sounds good and it looks good doesn't mean that it's good for you. Just because and you know, Libras love to look good. Libras love for things to have an aesthetic. Libras love that. We love that about you guys, but it can also be your downfall. All that glitters is not gold. Bottom of the deck, we have fork in the road. So I really feel like you guys are really being asked to really pay attention and look at what direction you guys want to take. You guys have a choice to make. This lunar eclipse is like really showing you what choice are you going to make? What road are you going to go down? What are you going to choose for yourself? What journey are you going to embark on? And make sure that it's for the right reasons and it's a journey and a road that's actually going to sustain you and bring you what you actually need. Nutrients. You need nutrients. You don't need glitter. What you going to do with glitter? Glitter looks good. It's good for decoration. You can't live off of it. Okay? Glitter blows away when the wind comes. Real wealth, real abundance is grounded. It's weighty. It's rooted. It can't just blow away when a wind comes like glitter. Okay? I also feel like with these masks here, people might be deceiving you during this time, or you could be deceiving yourself. We'll find out. But be careful, because I see that people are wearing a mask. People love to show you their best self. Something my dad says all the time. People are on their best behavior within the first year of knowing them. People are on their best behavior during that first year. Don't matter if it's a friend, a relationship, whatever. But as people get more comfortable, they take that mask off, because it's work. It's work to keep on a front. Somebody might be fronting on you. You might be fronting on somebody. You might be fronting on yourself. You know what's good for you, but you want to choose what's glittery instead. Be careful. Be careful. Saturn is in retrograde. Karma, whatever you decide to do right now and accept right now, is going to keep going, and you might have to learn the hard way. So, Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please tell me clearly, why is all that glitters here for Libras? Please show me clearly, why is all that glitters here for Libras? Yeah. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. The World in reverse. Again, I said this for another sign earlier. You guys are in a space in your life where you have the opportunity to close out a major karmic cycle. You are in the place to close out one chapter of your life and open up a new one, but there is a delay. There's a delay here. You're close, but you're not quite there, because there's something you're not getting. And it has to do with your abundance, your sense of worth, your sense of self, and where you derive your value from. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, don't allow your sense of independence and your money to be to be an indication of to be what you really base your worth and value off of. Okay? I'm also hearing I'm hearing that some of you might be looking for the shortcut or the easy way to gain abundance and wealth, and you can't rush it. 7 of Pentacles here. You need to be patient. You need to be patient, and you need to trust that your hard work is going to pay off. You can't this is like baking mac and cheese in the oven, and every 3 to 5 minutes you opening up the oven to check to see if it's done or not. And it's like, if you keep opening up the oven, you letting all that heat out. It's going to take longer to cook. If you would just leave it in there, forget about it, do something else, and when it's time, the timer will go off. Or you'll look at the clock and you'll say, oh, it's almost time. It should be done now. Now let me go check. But instead, you're stressing yourself out. Okay, yes. You're stressing yourself out over your own abundance and your own sense of wealth and your own sense of independence and ability to provide for yourself in this world and create what you want for yourself in this world, because you're basing it in the wrong things. You're basing it in the material, what it looks like, instead of it just actually coming from a true integrated place within you. Because you're impatient. Because this was in reverse. Being impatient with yourself. Ooh, okay, I got it. Being impatient with yourself will lead to you being easily fooled by the fronts of other people, by the mask and the jewels that other people bring or show you, the flashiness. If you are not rooted in who you are, 9 of Pentacles, rooted in your own independence, in your own abundance for exactly where you are, understanding that hard work will and does pay off, 7 of Pentacles, you will be easily susceptible to all the flashiness that does not sustain. And that is the lesson that you need to learn in order to close out this chapter. And once you realize that, Hangman in reverse, you will free yourself and you will know what direction to take. Fork in the road. All right? That's what I have for you, Libras. Wishing you the best. Because we all know how Libras can be with making a decision. My gosh. No shade, no shade. All right, Scorpios. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly, what do Scorpios need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse in Sag? Please show me clearly, what do Scorpios need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this full lunar eclipse in Sag? Please show me clearly. Please show me clearly. Scorpio. Flexible. And for you guys, it came up in the reverse. Scorpios, the theme for you during this lunar eclipse is really learning how to be flexible. Because I think, if anything, you guys have been rigid, which is why it came up in the reverse for you. Holding on too tightly to what you think you should be doing, what health looks like, what your relationship should look like, holding on too tightly to your beliefs of other people, your perceptions and your judgments of other people or of yourself, not allowing flexibility within your own day-to-day lives or how you view yourself or how you show up for yourself. There could be changes happening in your life, changes in how you feel. And you could be fighting it or being really hard on yourself about it. Let's see. Which is interesting because Scorpios usually deal with change very well. So, let's see. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please tell me why flexible is here in the reverse for Scorpios. Why is flexible in the reverse here for Scorpios during this lunar eclipse in Sag? Please show me clearly. Why is flexible in the reverse for Scorpios here? Okay, Scorpios. I feel like you guys have been rigid because you're confused. We have the Hermit here. 7 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Cups. Also, now it's making sense. I didn't want to say it earlier because I felt like I needed to clarify, but you guys have not for you in reverse at the bottom of the deck for your oracle. Scorpios, I feel like you guys have so much abundance around you, so many options. You guys have so many different thoughts and things that you're thinking about, and you're so much so to the point where, like, you could be overthinking it and making yourself confused about which cup to choose. Yeah, I think, first of all, Scorpios, it is time to go inwards. You know, this is the major arcana card here for you. It's time to like spend some time alone. Because I think you guys have been partying a lot. You guys have been celebrating a lot. Not that that's a bad thing, but too much of anything can be a bad thing. And it didn't come up in the reverse. So I think there has been a lot of like new friends, new opportunities, new experiences, community coming together in ways, a lot of celebrating, a lot of drinking and dancing. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of eating good food. And it's been a lot of noise. That's what I'm seeing, like, and a lot of emotions. And you're being asked to like turn your back to it all for a little while, spend some time on your own to rediscover your own inner light and the path that you need to be embarking on for you, not for these things, not for all these people and all this noise, not for all these different like cups that you have being offered to you, or like all these different emotional, like, it sounds funny, but I feel like you guys have been really emotional about your thoughts and about like your options. Like, you have a lot of options to you guys that might hit home, like to the heart, you know what I mean? You guys want to do a lot of different things, you want to have a lot of different things, and they're all things that like are true to your heart and how you feel, and how you want to feel about yourself and how you want to feel about your life. But there's a lot of noise right now and a lot of confusion, and I think you guys are deciding, or you guys need to just take a time out, and realign with yourself and your own higher self and your own higher being, so that you can see clearly and not be distracted by anything on the outside, and really cultivate some more like inner strength and inner health and inner wisdom, because the Hermit is very wise. So once you go into the Hermit mode, you will come out knowing what to choose and knowing what's for you. And I think that you guys will be willing and understand where you've been really rigid in your life. And if anything, I'm also hearing now, look at where you've been feeling rigid. Look at where you feel like tense. What do you feel tense about? What do you feel tense around? And ask yourself why it is that you feel that way. That you feel like so strong, so rigid, and it has to be this and it has to be that. And even again, this lunar eclipse is about beliefs and releasing beliefs that no longer serve you, patterns, right? It's all very internal and mental. So why do I have this belief around that? You know, that my life has to be this way and it needs to go like X, Y, Z. And it has to be that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that. So you got to do that inner work to allow yourself to flow again. To be flexibility is about being rooted and balanced, but malleable. You know, to have your roots firmly planted in the ground, but still be able to sway with the breeze. You know, like if change comes, you can allow yourself to go with it while still being true to yourself and what you need and what you know to be true. So I'm also seeing here that with the Not For You card and the Seven of Cups in reverse here, I'm kind of feeling like the options that were available to you, you realize none of them were really for you. Maybe you've just been in a space of like really exploring what you want, really thinking about how you want to feel and all the different options and choices that you have, and like trying to see like how that would make you feel and like if that would fulfill you. And you're realizing that actually none of it is. So you're kind of like, the Hermit is like going back to the drawing board. Like, that's what I'm hearing. And he's literally turning his back on all of this. Again, let me show you guys. I have to flip it though. This is what it's looking like for me. The Hermit is turning his back to, you might have a lot of friends, you might be partying a lot, having a good time. There's nothing wrong with that, but like, there's a lot of noise over here. And he's over here seeking solitude, so that he can hear his own higher being and higher calling and what he needs to do. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands, but then we also have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So like, showing up and doing what you have to do and being responsible, but you guys still have anxiety. You have a hard time sleeping. You're not getting enough rest. You need to get that rest, so that you can embark on a new journey once you discover what it is that you need to do, okay? I spent a little bit longer on you guys because I felt this like heavy energy. So I'm wishing you guys the best, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius, this is your full moon lunar eclipse. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me what Sagittarius needs to know during this lunar eclipse for their highest good and the highest good of all. What does Sagittarius need to release, and what do they need to know for their highest good? Please show me clearly. Sorry guys, I'm moving around because I've been sitting here for a while and needed to like adjust. Tell me what Sagittarius needs to know and what they need to release for their highest good during this lunar eclipse. Sagittarius, it's time to go. It's time to go. And it came up in reverse for you. So I feel like you know that it's time to go, but you're fighting it. Something isn't for you. Something is not for you. It's time to try something else, go somewhere else, maybe even just be by yourself. And you're fighting it, or you're trying to see if like there's a way that you can still work things out with this person, with this thing, with this situation. It's not. It's time to go. Time to release. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly why time to go is here for Sagittarius in the reverse. Why is time to go here for Sagittarius? Why is time to go here for Sagittarius? Why is time to go here for Sagittarius in the reverse? Please show me clearly. Yeah, because new, bigger, and better things are on the horizon. This is you. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You guys are learning. You're learning. You're learning how to honor your creative vision. You're learning how to honor the life force within you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you invest yourself in, it should be making you feel alive. And it should bring out your fiery power and your vision, your excitement, your vitality. It should be bringing that out of you, and it should be creating space for you to practice harnessing your power and your source energy. And I see you moving away from whatever this is in the past. You're healing and moving on to calmer waters. It might be difficult, again, because all these reversals, like healing from pain or like moving through pain very slowly and with a lot of resistance, moving on to calmer waters, but like the universe gotta pull you kicking and screaming instead of you surrendering and just going with the flow. Here you are at the bottom, Temperance. So you're being asked to like be patient and surrender and combine forces with the people that are there for you and do have your best interests at heart, so that you can practice learning how to really harness your energy and creating your life from an authentic space. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have King of Pentacles. Move on, Sagittarius. Do not be afraid to walk away from this. Do not be afraid to walk away from your own self-sabotage. You know, like hanging on to something because of insecurity, hanging on to something because you think that it's gonna benefit you or help you in some way, but really you're just looking for validation and security outside of yourself. You thought this was something that was really good for you, but it's really not. It's not. It's glittery. It sounds good. It looks good. It might be what you thought you were supposed to do, but it's not actually beneficial towards you. And as soon as you walk away from this and let go of this, an opportunity for real security, real stability, real money, real abundance is going to come. Opportunity, because that's what you're manifesting. That's what you want. You've been manifesting it. But if you manifest it, you got to show up for it. And you will show up as the King of Pentacles. This is how you need to show up for it. Allow people to leave your life too. If this is about someone else leaving you or wanting to walk away from you, let them. Understand that you are secure within yourself. You have everything you need. Hands open to give and to receive. Meaning, what leaves, let it leave. It wants to go, let it go. It's not working anymore. It's taking too much effort. It's too hard. You know what I mean? You feel like you want to pull out your hair. Let it go. You are literally going from the Ace to the King of Pentacles here. Other way. You're going from the Ace to the King here. So you need to let this go. And as you release, get into your magician energy and think about what you want to bring in to take its place. All good stuff. Money, stability, abundance, wealth, emotional stability. Okay? Health. All that. All right. Capricorns. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me what Capricorns need to know for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse in Sag. What do Capricorns need to know, and what do they need to release for their highest good and the highest good of all? What do Capricorns need to know, and what do they need to release for their highest good and the highest good of all? This card keeps freaking coming up. All that glitters. It's come up like 3 or 4 times now for different signs. Your oracle message, though, is here and now. Be present, Capricorns. Be present right here. You living in the past. You're just going to be upset all the time and fearful. You're going to be in fear. You're living in the future and you're in fear too because you're anxious and anticipating. You're not going to be able to do anything unless you're in the present moment, okay? You are really being asked to just be present and observant of what is going on as it's unfolding during this eclipse and moving into Mercury retrograde. Like, just be aware and an observer and a witness to what is happening around you, and understand that all of your power is within the present moment. That's the only place where you have the tools to do anything about your situation. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please tell me clearly, why is here and now here for Capricorns during this eclipse? I'm not taking that. Spirit, please show me clearly, why is here and now here for Capricorns? Why is here and now here for Capricorns? Please show me clearly. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Justice. The Ace of Swords in reverse. You guys aren't agreeing to something anymore. Something is not doing it for you anymore. Hierophant in reverse. You were playing by these rules and what you thought the rules were, and you're realizing that those rules no longer work for you. And I see that you guys are still trying to become mentally clear on what it is that you do want to do, you know, like what your truth is. Whatever it was, you know that it's not working for you anymore. And I think that you're ready to like step outside of the box, step outside of what you've been doing, to find something that will work. And it might seem unconventional to you compared to what you've been doing, but it's a good thing. And in doing so, I think that you will discover that maybe you haven't been living your truth actually, or realizing where you still have blocks around expressing something to someone, really being in control of your thoughts and thinking like real positive thoughts, uplifting thoughts, because you haven't been present, or you guys have been fighting to stay present. But do your best, because justice is here for you. Justice is happening, and you got to be present to observe it and witness it and help it. Again, all that glitters is not gold. The Hierophant in reverse. What was working for you in the past, what you thought it was, it isn't. You're starting to see it was a front. It was all flashy and it sounded good, it looked good, but it wasn't actually good for you, which is why justice is here. We have Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's time to heal. It's time to nurture yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on your finances. Focus on your health. Health is more than looking skinny and eating vegetables. Health is about getting enough rest. Health is about making good choices for yourself in your personal relationships, in your life, in your work life. Choosing things that are good for you, that aren't going to just bring you problems and stress all the time. Things that are going to make you feel like good. Make sure you're getting sleep. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're getting a balanced diet. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure that you're taking time just to pamper yourself and nurture yourself and be gentle with yourself and allow yourself the time and the space to heal. Be practical about the way you move. Focus on you and on staying present and what you need to do to gain clarity. You might need to meditate and take a step back from like any distractions. And you definitely don't need to be in the same environment or with the same people that were making you feel trapped and really boxed in. And you don't need to be around anyone or anything that you feel like you need to get justice from, okay? So that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Moving on to Aquarius. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What does Aquarius need to know for their highest good and the highest good of all? What does Aquarius need to know and release during this lunar eclipse in Sagittarius? Please show me clearly. What does Aquarius need to know and what does Aquarius need to release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this eclipse? A lot of the same cards are coming up for some of the signs. Not for you, Aquarius. Whatever it is, whatever's got you confused, whatever's got you fighting so hard, whatever's got you feeling like you gotta like over plan and like manipulate, they're telling you no. Whatever, it's a closed door and it's locked and sealed. It's not for you. And I feel like you're being protected, okay? It's not that you're not a victim to it. You're not a victim to something not working out for you. It's not working out because it's not for your highest good. And spirit, God, source, whatever you call it, whatever you believe in, always has your best interest at heart. So if it's not happening for you, if it's not happening right now, it's for a reason. And you need to trust that. You need to trust that. Okay, Aquarius? Let's clarify. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. Why is not for you here for Aquarius? Tell me why not for you is here for Aquarius. Why is not for you here for Aquarius? Please show me clearly. Aquarius, really? Okay. 5 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Knight of Swords. This isn't for you because it's freaking aggressive. It just makes you want to fight. Why would you want something or someone that just puts you on edge and puts you in fight or flight all the time? Why would you want that? You showed up in your own reading, Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's because you're still learning. You're still learning, like, what is worth the fight and what isn't. You're learning, like, how to wield your sword, too. You're learning, like, what your power is and how to harness your power and how to utilize it and how to show up to situations. You're learning when you need to cut something out. You're still learning that, and that's okay. But whatever it is, I feel like it's something that's been going on for a long time. You have a lot of history with this person, with this situation, with this thing, whatever it is. There's a lot of emotional ties to it here, but it's very negative now. It doesn't make you feel good. And you're learning. But 5 of Wands, just fighting, just ego trips. Everyone is fighting to be the leader here, but they all have the same mission. They're just not working together. Not working together. So whatever the situation is, it doesn't work with you. Like, Page of Swords upright, you're willing to learn, you're willing to work, you're willing to figure it out, but they're not willing to. 4 of Cups, not accepting what's being offered to you. This could be you or the other person. Like, not willing to accept that you can release these 3 cups because you have another one coming in. Or these 3 cups are not what you actually need anymore. It's this cup that's being offered to you, but you don't want to take it. You're realizing something here, but it's like you don't want to admit it to yourself. Maybe you know that this isn't for you. Maybe deep down you know that this isn't good for you, but you're not willing to accept that yet. But like, either that or this person, the situation, does not value you, does not see you as something like that they want, does not see you as something that is like good for them or that they want to invest in. They're not offering anything to you, or they don't want to accept your offer. They don't want to accept your offer to like reconcile, to be on the same page. They don't want to accept it. And if they don't want to accept it, you're constantly always going to be in friction with this person. And then they put you in this energy. Ew. Knight of Swords in reverse. Ew. Feeling like you always got to fight and defend yourself and like ready to pop off at the mouth, saying really hurtful things. Feeling like you're always at war with someone or something, or in your life or with yourself. Hell no. This could be you or someone in your life, but I feel like it's you. Whatever it is, it's not for you. And it's like so clear. It's so loud, Aquarius. Let that go. You know what it is. You know what I mean? Let it go. It's not good for you. All right. Moving on to Pisces. This is our final one. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What do Pisces need to know during this lunar eclipse in Sag? What do Pisces need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse in Sag? I'm not taking that. What do Pisces need to know and release for their highest good and the highest good of all during this lunar eclipse? Okay. The card that I would not take, it came up again in the same position. That's how you know Spirit really be working. Come to the edge in the reverse. Are you guys scared of what you really want? You guys scared of risking things for the sake of your passion, for the sake of what lights you up? Maybe you're not clear on what your passions are. Maybe you feel like you don't have the resources, you don't have help, you don't have the support. You're afraid of falling. You're afraid of going a different way, of trying something different. Don't Don't be afraid. You always have what you need. You know, the universe is always going to catch you. Cultivate more faith. That's what I'm hearing for Pisces. Cultivate more faith, Pisces. You are not a victim to life. Make sure that you're not being naive either. Like, make sure you're not just like going blindly into things. If you do know what you're passionate about, if you do know what you're supposed to be doing, if you do know what you need to be risking a little bit of stuff for, don't be naive in how you go about it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta jump, but you also have to like take calculated risks. It's not just about like risking everything, right? You have to take calculated risks. All right, Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, why is come to the edge here in the reverse for Pisces? Why is come to the edge here in the reverse for Pisces? Please show me clearly. Why is come to the edge here in the reverse for Pisces? Please show me clearly. Yeah. Pisces, you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is you. Ace of Wands in reverse. And Six of Pentacles in reverse. If anything, I think you guys don't know what you're passionate about because you're too busy over fantasizing about so many different things. Or you don't know exactly how to go to the edge to get what you want because you're too busy fantasizing about it. You're too fickle with your emotions. You don't follow through on the things that you say you want to do, or you have a hard time doing it because I kind of get the sense of like just being too attached to your emotions, like living life driven by your emotions. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like, yes, you're a water sign, like I'm a water sign too, like yes, that's like emotions are a big part of our experience and our livelihood, but at the same time, like you have to balance what you feel with like logic, you know, like you can't just make big decisions and like, yeah, you can't make big decisions just based on your emotions alone because emotions are fickle. Emotions change like the wind, like they flow, you know what I mean? So you got to find some like groundedness, and you can't just be fantasizing about the things you want. You have to be able to like bring them down to earth and make them more substantial. And I see because you've just been fantasizing and maybe even being moody, not feeling all these things, right? Having all these feelings, kind of having these ideas of what you want to do, but like not actually putting in the work for it. It's like you're looking for something, but you don't even know what you're looking for. So if you don't even know what you're looking for, like Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, it's a missed opportunity or delayed. Your passion project, that new venture, that new job, that new career, it's delayed right now because you're not grounded enough to bring it into fruition. Six of Pentacles in reverse, not giving what you receive, not willing to put in any effort. Things are imbalanced here. Or maybe you've been giving too much to the wrong things and putting yourself on the back burner. You made a bad judgment call here in the past. Or maybe what it is like you failed at something. You failed at something in the past. And you realize that the reason why you failed at it is because you made like wrong judgments and like choices when it came to it. And you missed the opportunity. So honestly, like, my advice for you guys, Pisces, is to start like actually meditating and get more practical and grounded with the things that you want. Write it down. Look up like resources and help, ways that you can actually bring it to life, and explore those things. Don't just think about it, like actually try your hand at them. Like, even if you're not completely sure yet, if you have like 3 different things you want to try, at least try them before you decide. You know what I mean? If you don't actually try them, you're not gonna ever be able to decide, because you're not gonna know. All right, guys. That's all I have for you. I went through all 12 zodiac signs. I hope that this helps. Please take it easy with this lunar eclipse and the time that we're in, going into Mercury retrograde. I'm wishing you all the best. Bye.